Chemicals is a cloud-based chemical inventory management tool that allows for easy tracking and movement of containers using a barcoding system. It includes a complementary web application that works in sync with the mobile app and has additional features such as structured search and import and export capabilities. Here is Chemicals on the iPhone. The welcome screen shows which lab you belong to. If you're an authorized user for multiple labs, you can switch between your groups by swiping left or right. You can also change your avatar by selecting your avatar and choosing a new one. On the home page, you have the option to search, add, scan, and share. Let's explore each of these features. Let's first look at search. Once selected, the inventory automatically defaults to your lab and displays all the chemicals in your inventory. Let's take a look at a chemical in your inventory, like acetone. Acetone provides you with the structure, your CAS number, the formula, and provides you with the hazardous pictogram. If you select one of those pictograms, the image enlarges and also tells you the container and where they are located. For example, this container is actually located in General Shelf 2 and is checked out to another person. You will also find the safety data information, your first aid information, health and handling, your hazard assessments, storage and handling, and also synonyms for that chemical. Our master chemical library consists of chemicals that are available in the catalog from such manufacturers as Milpor, Sigma, PubChem, and Fisher. If for any reason any of the information is incorrect, you can select the message icon in the upper right-hand corner and submit a problem. An email notification will be sent to the Chemical Informatics Associate. The Chemical Informatics Associate is responsible for the master chemical library and making sure that the chemical and hazard information associated with the chemical is correct and up to date. Under Submitted Problems, you will find a history of any issue that was reported from a user in the past. Under the Container section, to the right of General Shelves 2, you will notice there are more options available. If I'm going to be working with this container, I can check the container out to my bench. This allows everyone in my lab to know where exactly the container is at all times. If another person from another lab comes by and is requesting to borrow the chemical, you can actually select Search Person and search the person's last name, then select the correct person, and the chemical will be checked out to them. If you want to quickly and easily get another container into your inventory, you can select Clone. This is an easy way to add the chemical to your inventory with the same information as another. This will save you some time not entering the chemical in manually. Selecting Scan enables the camera feature on your phone. You can associate a new barcode to the container, select the barcode, review the information, and then hit Save. If I wanted to add a new chemical, I press the green plus button. I can now associate the barcode to a container. I can either scan a location or a sublocation and enter the chemical information for that chemical. You can enter the container size, units, physical state, container type, and add any tags. Next, we will enter the concentration units, and the solvent. You can also enter in the date the chemical was received into your lab, the date the chemical was open, an expiration date, and any applicable comments to the container. Once you have all the information entered, you can go ahead and select Save. Now I have a chemical of acetone in Cabinet B. If you marked a chemical as being private, your friends and anyone who searches for the chemical will not be able to see it. You can also associate tags to a container as well, allowing chemicals to be grouped together. Your lab manager or PI can create tags initially for your group. Most labs tend to use it as a chemical experiment, or if you want to group specific chemicals together. For example, to see all the chemicals that are pyrophoric. In Chemicals, the sharing feature allows you to add other labs as friends. Once they approve your friend request, you'll be able to view all of their inventory. You can send a request message to the lab manager letting them know you'd like to borrow a chemical. If there is a chemical your friends don't have and you want to search outside of your friends, you can go ahead and do that by selecting Campus. This page is blank for security purposes. You won't be able to tell who has the chemical and where it is located. However, if you enter in the name, a CAS number, or formula, it will display all instances of that chemical on the campus at that moment. You can then send a message to all of the lab managers, letting them know you would like to borrow the chemical. An email notification is sent to all of the lab managers who have a particular chemical. Outside of the system, they can communicate back with you when and where to pick up the chemical. Let's explore adding a new chemical. If I have a brand new chemical that I want to add to my inventory, I can enter in all of the information about my chemical, just like before. Now, this new chemical is in my inventory. If for any reason the chemical you're looking for is not in our master library, select the More Options menu. That's the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner. You can select Add Commercial Chemical. This will walk you through a wizard for entering a chemical. Here, I'm adding WD-40. Then I will enter in the vendor information. Product ID can be found on either of the label or the bottle. Then the physical state. Once you select Next, you can add in additional chemical information. Any additional information you provide on this page provides our informatics associate with more information for the master library. You can also add in a URL from the manufacturer directly, or add any additional comments that applies to this chemical. Once you hit Submit, you'll be provided with a summary for you to review. An email notification is sent to our chemical informatics associate, and they will fill in any missing gaps in the master library. Now, this chemical will be available going forward for all other users to find. Now, let's explore the scan feature. Let's say you found a bottle lying around the lab and you want to know exactly where that bottle belongs. By selecting Scan, it will activate the camera feature on your phone, and you can scan the barcode of the chemical. 3 features are displayed: Details, Checkout, and Remove Container. The Details section will display all of the information about the chemical. At the very top is where it belongs. General Shelf 2. Now the chemical can be returned to its location. The Checkout feature allows you to check out this chemical to yourself or to another person. Once the chemical is done and empty, I can remove the container from my inventory by selecting Remove Container. It will prompt you a warning. Just confirm that it's ready to be disposed of and the container is removed from your inventory. The Share feature allows you to track your pending requests, see what's been checked out, and what your lab has borrowed. The Pending Requests displays all of the requests that have been sent from your lab to borrow chemicals from other labs. If I no longer need this chemical, I can cancel the request. The Checked Out feature shows you all of the chemicals that have been borrowed from your lab and for how long. If you need the chemical back, you can send a recall email over to the person that's borrowed them and let them know you'd like it returned. The Borrowed feature will also let you know how many chemicals you have borrowed from another lab and for how many days. If you have any problems or need assistance in regards to the chemical application, please contact us at erm@ucop.edu, and we will be more than happy to assist you in any way possible. To find out how you can use our products in your organization, contact Risk and Safety Solutions.